Okay. Hello YouTube, welcome back to my channel. Pre-filming summer here, and today I'm going to do a Q&A. I stole this Q&A from Miss Megan Hughes. I believe that is Hughes of the Hughes sisters. And basically it is called a cozy Q&A because it's a bunch of like really cozy and like cute questions. So yeah. And the reason I'm doing this is because like y'all know, y'all been following along if you know. Y'all will know if you've been following along. I just started a new job and I'm like trying to figure out how to rebalance my schedule. So I just want to make sure that I have things to upload just in case I don't get like an ideal amount of vlog footage in a day, such as a day that I work from 8 in the morning to 5 in the afternoon. Okay. So forgive me if I look down at my phone. I have the questions on here, and I'll put a link to them in the description. I will try to remember to do that. I'm also exporting my vlog for the day, and it is 7. This is usually around the time that I do that, so I'll have that up. Vlogmas day 7. Also, you might notice in the background that things are a little different over here. It's not a pile of stuffed animals. That is because when Devin was out today, I decided to give him this corner, like his own little corner basically. Instead of having the stuffed animals there, I moved them to a like storage for like a period of time, I guess, until I can have them out again. But I wanted to give him his own like larger space to like put his stuff, so that we didn't have a little pull-out table on that side. I still have a little pull-out table on my side because there's just nothing that can be done for space over here at the current time. The first question is, how do you drink your tea? Okay, it depends. Well, it doesn't actually depend. I only drink yogi teas mostly. It's mostly just yogi tea. My ones for caffeine are the Perfect Energy and the Positive Energy. However, I've been drinking the Perfect Energy because I ran out of Positive. And yeah, it's not my favorite. Positive Energy is my favorite. I genuinely think that it changes the energy that I have. I'm one of those people, I guess. But, and then I put a little bit of whatever non-dairy milk we have in the house. Unfortunately right now I think it's like rice milk. I don't have my good oat milk currently, and I want to try, oh my gosh, I want to try nut pods. Like, I found out they have nut pods at my work, and I want to get some of it and try it in my tea. But then I add 2 Splenda, so just the tea, how it is, milk alternative, and 2 Splenda. My favorite dessert. It depends. Like, if I'm feeling bougie, just like something like very, very chocolatey. Like a chocolate cake, but like with fudge. Like, I want it to be warm. Like something warm and chocolatey. But like, if you want like the discount version of that, like I really like the cookie brownies that they give you at Papa John's. Like, that is an ideal dessert for me. And I also just love cookies in general, and my favorite kind of cookies are Tate's Bake Shop cookies currently, and I love any cookies from Buc-ee's and Publix peanut butter cookies. Favorite season and why? So of late I actually think that winter is my favorite season, and I might beg to differ later if I deal with some seasonal depression or anything like that. But winter is the only time of year where I don't have bad allergies. Like, the spring and summer are absolute hell for my allergies. So autumn into winter, favorite for sure. What cheers you up? So, a variety of things. Usually doing something creative can cheer me up. Spending quality time with Devin can cheer me up. Singing, dancing. I don't know. Sometimes it is hard to get a wrap around what's going on in my brain, but I just get into a certain headspace. Going out and doing things, I think, honestly, makes me way happier than I give it credit for. Like, going out and just having a good day out in the world, talking to people that I don't know that I may never see again, like, stuff like that. Like, I love that so much. I just need to have the proper amount of, like, mental capacity and energy to be able to do it. Dogs or cats? I've never had a dog. So I'll say cats. But I'm going to get a dog when I move out. So maybe the answer will change. What's your dream holiday? So I'm thinking by holiday they mean like vacation. Currently I have two. One is to go whale watching off of the Oregon coast, North California, South Washington, but probably Oregon. Or maybe it is Washington. P-U-G-T, Puget Sound. Is that Washington? I believe it's Oregon though. I believe we can do it in Oregon. So one of my dream trips is to go to Oregon, whale watching with Gabby. That is a plan that we have set for whenever I make enough money to do it. Which I have a job now, so I can, something else to save up for. And then my other dream trip is to go to Japan. And hopefully know Japanese by that point. I want to go to Tokyo specifically. And I kind of want to do that trip with Shelby. I haven't talked to her about it, but I would like to do that trip with Shelby. How many kids do you want? So, I've never wanted kids and thought about having kids more than I have just in the couple, like, maybe past 2 months. And I don't know why. I think it is because I'm starting to heal and I could picture myself being a mom in the future. Not like the soon future, but like the future. And also just because a lot of my friends, I'm starting to have a lot of friends that have kids. And I see why it is fulfilling. You know, I see why it is fulfilling for sure. Like, I want to, obviously, and most people want to like leave some sort of impact, like when they leave this earth someday. And that impact can be something that you do, but it could also be like through having kids. Like, people are always like, oh, like they settled down and had kids and they didn't do anything. But like, having kids is important, you know, the next generation is important. They carry on and do what we can't. And they're better than us. Even though a lot of them don't exist yet. They will be better than us. So, I don't know. I started brainstorming names. Oh, not to mention I'm also in like a pretty happy relationship right now. So that's like another thing, you know? I've never had that before, so. Oh, I never said how many. I kind of want a lot. Not like a lot. Like, I kind of do want like 3 or 4, but I know that like I couldn't. Like, I literally couldn't do that, but like, I would be happy even with just 1. So, we'll see. Favorite weather recently is the weather that is right now, which is, and also like from traveling to Georgia, I would say that I really did enjoy, let's say the 60s, like the 50s and 60s are a pretty solid happy point for me. What would your last meal be? Mac and cheese. Probably. I just had mac and cheese, and I have, and before, and I could eat mac and cheese every single day. I should probably put like way more thought into it than that. Or like just like really, that's bad to say because like I want to go back and become vegan again. Oh bro, the day that they invent like a really fucking good vegan steak, it will be the best day ever. Hopefully I see that in my lifetime. And if I see that in my lifetime, I want my last meal to be a amazing vegan steak that just tastes like an amazing steak. Yeah. You can spend 24 hours anywhere, any year. What do you choose? So, like I said, I got this tag from another person. I was thinking about my answer while watching it. And the first thing that came to mind was, like, Warped Tour, circa, like, between 2009 and 2012. That was, like, the first thing that came to mind. And that's insane, because I feel like I just romanticized this era that, like, maybe wasn't actually that great during the time. But it's just, all these bands I love, it's like I missed their peak. I missed so many, like, important milestones of them, and I love these bands now, and it would just be really cool to like be able to experience what they were like back then, right? And also just to not be like such a latecomer to the scene. But that being said, I'm excited for the day that new people coming into the scene look up to me and are like, wow, you got to see so many cool bands when these bands become more dated. So it doesn't matter when you come into the scene, but you know, it would be nice. If you were a ghost, who or where would you haunt? This is like creepy, but like you know the question where it's like, who would you trade lives with for a day? Like, I might like haunt some of those people, not like permanently, but like just to be like, okay, what is life actually like for these people? But realistically, I would just haunt my family, but like in like a comforting way. Or haunt like a really pretty like river. I don't know. What is your family ancestry? So I am half black, half white, almost split exactly down the middle. I think I'm like 49% black, 51% white. That's math, right? And on my white side, the predominant percentage is like English, Irish, Welsh. I have like freckles, which is not something that is super common, I feel like, for people with my skin tone, but maybe it is. And then on my black side, I have Mali, Guyana, West Africa. It used to be Nigeria, but now my Nigerian percentage is like way smaller as it's updated over time. I don't know how that works. But we'll just say the Ivory Coast, West Africa, and I think the biggest percentage is Mali. So, yeah. What scares you? I didn't realize until I got into a relationship how much vulnerability and letting someone become close to you terrified me. And that has been the biggest part of my healing process, I guess, is just like letting that happen and like moving past all my triggers from like relational trauma and stuff like that. So my biggest fear isn't so scary anymore. I mean, it's still hard, but it's not scary. And then also just that I'm not doing enough and that I'm not going to do anything with my life terrifies me, and that I'm not going to be able to do all the stuff that I set out to do. But then again, I tell myself that, but there's a lot of big goals I had that I've already crossed off my list, you know, like one of the biggest things that I think of when it comes to that is that I went to VidCon. Like, VidCon, you have no idea. And then there's just, like, little things that have happened along the line that it's just, like, I think back and I'm like, Tiny Summer would be so proud. Like, stupid little things, too. Like, why does it all have to do with, like, YouTube? I guess it's just YouTube's on my mind. But also, YouTube is really important to me. Even though I get, like, on these vlogs, like, maybe, like, 10 views. Like, it's so important to me. And then I have my one video that's like moving up. It's like, I believe at like 2.5K right now, that it just keeps going up in views, and that makes me so happy. And I want like consistent growth, so I know I have to buckle down. This guy, you can go through my phone notes from like 2012 or 2013 and you will see that I wanted these, and that this was part of what I envisioned, like the internal vision board in my head of like what I wanted my life to look like. And I wanted to be creating YouTube videos this far down the line, and I wanted to have a bunch of these and have my content on here and the videos and the memories that I created, and I wanted a bunch of these, and this is my first one, you know, like, and why did I know that this was a thing, and why did I have that in my head since I was a kid? Like, I need that. That is what I need to be a YouTuber. Like, maybe that's kind of shallow, but like, I don't know. I've been doing this since I was in high school. And I've been on YouTube since forever, you know? Like, it's just a very important platform to me. And I just, as much as I love TikTok, I love short form video too. Like, YouTube is just really special to me. Like, YouTube, watching, like, what I've been doing a lot lately is, like, doing mirroring. So, like, you can do mirroring with, like, a person in real life, and like there are questions for like parasocial relationships and like stuff like that when it comes to this, but it's like I want to work out, I need the motivation, I watch one of my favorite creators work out. It's like I want to clean, I put on a clean with me video. Like just mirroring certain content, especially now during vlogmas, it's so easy because everyone's posting every day. Like, very important to me. I don't know. What are you most grateful for? I am most grateful for myself. And getting through every terrible day that I've had, and especially this last fucking year. It was hell, mentally. Just graduating from college, and it's just very, very dark. I mean, you guys know that I just recently got out of hospital. I've come far, regardless of anything that happens, because healing is not linear, regardless of the times that I have a bad day and I still mess up and I still have too short of patience and I use the wrong words and I escalate. Like, I'm doing good for myself, and I will always have myself, and that is all that matters. I have worked so hard to try and implement lifestyle changes, and I've been working hard at that for a year straight. So, I'm figuring it out, you know? Dream job. Tour management. My music, you know, my music industry dream, like venue, like sound, working lights, just like working in and around music. But also being a YouTuber. And I know that I can't be a full-time tour manager and a full-time YouTuber. Like, I understand that. Whichever comes first. Dreams are a weird thing, because everyone has more than one, I feel like. Or maybe I just have ADHD. I've actually really been thinking that I have ADHD lately. I have OCD diagnosed, and I know that ADHD, autism, and OCD are similar, as far as how they manifest in some people, but I don't know. Tomorrow I have the first half of my neurological evaluation, which hopefully will give me a proper diagnosis. So, we're gonna find out. Do you believe in aliens? Yes. Short and sweet. Yes, I believe in aliens. The world's huge. We are like a speck, you know? Favorite sport? To watch? Hockey. To play? Soccer or basketball. I remember loving those as a kid. Well, also if you consider dance and cheerleading sports, which they should be considered sports, then I wish I was good at cheerleading, and obviously I did dance for like a really long time, and I want to get back to dance. That makes me happy. Dancing, going out and like clubbing and like dancing, or just like actually dancing in a studio, makes me really happy. Flashback to the last question. How do you relax after a long day? I knew that this question was going to come up and that I was going to say the same thing that I've been saying, which is I watch a fuck ton of YouTube videos. I watch a lot of YouTube videos, and I love them, and like by the end of the day, that is usually what I want to do, and I have to go back and forth with Devin because he prefers to like put on a show, and I enjoy watching shows too. Like putting on a good cartoon to like fall asleep, except lately for sleep hygiene I've been trying to have the TV off or have like binaural beats type stuff playing in the background. But generally to wind down I just sit and watch my favorite creators. Oh, also just like when I can motivate myself to take a night shower, night showers are like the best way for me to calm down and feel ready for sleep.
I'm going to bed, Summer.
Okay, love you.
Love you too. You have the lights on for Devin?
Yeah, and Mom.
She doesn't need them.
Well, come here. Come here for a second. Let me show you.
Huh?
I've tied it up in here a little. I mean, I'm not done cleaning, but look.
Oh, yeah.
Don't
hey,
come
you can see the floor.
Yeah, I know. This was the main thing that
Wow.
I did. And then all of this is Devin's stuff up top instead of the stuffed animals. Now they're in bags over there. I'm just going to store them like...
Oh, no. Did you spill something?
Did something spill?
Yeah.
Those have been there for a while. It's from the pizza boxes. It's from the pizza boxes. But I had something over here that looked the same that did. And you know that old, like the pet cleaner stuff that we had?
Yeah.
That stuff works to like help get it up.
Yeah, we have a rug cleaner too.
Okay, so like I got up the same type of stains over here before, so
Okay.
eventually I'll get to that. I couldn't even see the floor until now, so
What's in the bags here?
those are the stuffed animals. I'm gonna put them in the other room. The second bedroom.
Okay. Well, good night then.
Good night. If you could meet one historical figure, who would it be and why? That's really hard. I feel like I'm very in, like, my current, like, people who are alive, my generation, like, stuff like that. As much as I, like history, it's just not something I think about that often. Let's just say, like, Marilyn Monroe. Because I can't think of anyone. That's so... that's stupid, but I can't think of anything. If you had to be a teacher, what subject would you teach? I actually have considered being a teacher, and I would like to go back to my old college and teach, like, something about the music business. Something about the arts, something about film, something about, like, I would like to teach. Honestly, teaching, like, creating, like, that would be so cool. Just, like, something, I want to teach something creative someday. I want to, like, master a creative skill and then teach it. Like, if I were to become, for example, a successful, like, tour manager in the music industry, I mean, it's a creative field, right? And then to be able to teach, like, what I have done. Because I want a slower paced life, I want to settle down, whatever. That would be really cool. I don't know. I haven't crossed teaching off the list because I like talking and I like to tell people things and help learn them to something. So, describe your perfect day. I've had a lot of really good days traveling. My little road trips with Devin are like amazing, like very happy days. Like just getting to go explore like a new place with like my favorite person. So like basically kind of what we already do, just like that is like a perfect day every day. If we could incorporate like a little bit more romance in there, like going and doing the things that are like cringy, like a picnic in the park or like something like that. But we're getting there. You know, both of us are very like, but I am way more soft than he is. Like, he does this kind of stuff for me because he knows that it makes me happy. But generally, he doesn't need everything to look like a movie, like, all the time, and that is, or the movie that he would want things to look like is a different movie than the one I would like it to look like, and the movie I would like it to look like is, like, Fated Lovers. Like a rom-com. But then I get that like a rom-com-y type day, and I like make fun of it. So I need to take down all my barriers to receiving first. Describe yourself in a sentence. I was coming up with something like, just wants to be happy enough to make others happy. Like I want to be so happy that you can't be unhappy around me. Like, you know, I want to like shine a light that is that bright. I remember one time Devin told me I have like a healing energy, and he might have said that just because we were kind of at odds and he was trying to win me over or something. I don't want to discount it because it stays in my head. I want to have a healing energy. I want to be not a healer, but just healing to be around, I guess. Like anything that is toxic about me, I've tried to unpack, and I'm not perfect. The primary thing that I've been dealing with this year that I have to heal is just like, I have rage. I have a lot of like repressed anger. I didn't think I was capable of becoming angry. Red flag. I am very capable of becoming angry, and I thought that because I didn't get angry that often, that meant that I wasn't an angry person. Red flag. Because when I did get angry, the whole world came down, right? And I don't know what it was through. I don't know. Sometimes I think a little bit of the smoking unlocked some pathways in my brain. just like smoking every day, and also just healing, doing energy work like Reiki, massages, just like all that sort of stuff I've done to heal has unrepressed a lot of my repressed emotions, and one of those emotions being anger. And now that I know how to feel anger, I need to know how to feel anger and it not become rage. And I need to learn how to not let something escalate. And like, if I need to walk away, I need to walk away, and that's okay. Like, I don't have to know how to figure something out in the moment just to know how to figure something out, you know, like, you shouldn't deal with, like for example, someone messages you something and it like triggers you. You shouldn't respond in the moment. You should wait until you're not triggered and then explain, you know, like, you should wait until it's not the heat of the moment. And I knew that intuitively before, but I had to go through a whole cycle of like consciously learning something, right? Consciously learning it. I'm on a tangent, but I'm not perfect. I've raged at people this year, you know, like I've severed certain relationships, and in my mind I think that it was for the best, but what wasn't for the best was that I hurt people. I didn't need to hurt people to sever relationships, right? So but I'm getting better every single day. Every single day I know that I'm getting better. I'm gonna talk to myself nice. I'm gonna talk to other people nice. I'm gonna be nice, and I want to just have a positive influence everywhere that I go. Who makes you laugh the most? So like the most, Devin. I spend the most time around him. He's hilarious. But like when I think of like the funniest people that I've ever met, like ever, like I think of Shelby. Like there is nothing that Shelby says that isn't hilarious. She is so funny. She's like one of my favorite people on earth to talk to. But yeah, Devin makes me laugh the most because I'm with him the most, but that's not like all we do. Like Shelby is the person I talk to just cheer me up because everything that she says is entertaining. They're both funny but in different ways. So I would say Shelby and Devin. What superpower would you choose? Invisibility. And I probably would used to say, like, in the past, like, I would probably make it about, like, making myself small. Like, I just wanted to disappear. I've said that a lot. And I've said it in very trying times. But I think invisibility would be fun just because I need a break. Like, as someone who has sensory issues, like, I just genuinely need time where nobody will bother me. I'm a person that needs my alone time, and I need it to be, like, unfuckwithable, you know? I don't want anyone to walk in and start talking to me. Like, so invisibility for mental health reasons. But then if not that, to fly. Just because how cool. Like, how freeing. Freedom! You could just fly places. Like, the Sky High, like the Sky High movie, just like picture in my brain. I was like, well, if I'm flying, and what if everyone's flying, and then like it's just like driving, it's just like walking, there's people in the way, but like I would want to be the one that could fly, and ain't nobody else get that. That's me. I want to fly. Favorite animal? Sharks and orcas. I'm an orca girl, I will say. I have a long-standing history. I wanted to be a marine biologist at one point in my life, and I have a long-standing history of loving orcas, and that's why I want to go see orcas and go whale watching in general off of the Oregon coast. Once again, full circle, baby. But I love sharks because they're misunderstood. And God knows I love anyone who's misunderstood. That's why I love Scorpios and Aquariuses. My biggest accomplishment. Maybe graduating college. Maybe surviving life. Maybe VidCon. Maybe my successful videos. If anything, I would say my biggest accomplishment is slowly overcoming my blocks so that I can live the life that I want. Like my mental blocks and emotional blocks. that keep me from being happy. Starting to overcome those is probably my biggest accomplishment. I feel like a new person after this year. And next year's gonna be good. It's real close now, but it's gonna be good. Okay. I'm sorry that the angle changed a million times and I had to start filming and stop filming and start filming and stop filming, blah blah blah. But thank you so much for watching this video and for watching Vlogmas. If you've been keeping up with my Vlogmas videos, it makes me very, very happy. I'm not sure which day this is going to be posted, probably the next day that I work. So, I will see you guys very soon, tomorrow, in another video. Thank you for watching. It's kind of cringy, right? Thank you for watching. But, like, seriously, thank you.